All right, just one baby, fitness and training. So it's Thursday, June 6th, 2019, around 5:10 a.m. So yeah, man. So we've been talking about being in condition. I'm about to go here and try to get my conditioning on. Um, just one baby, fitness and training, man. We're gonna go ahead and knock it out, and then we'll come back and talk it out. Just one, baby. What's going on? So just one baby, fitness and training. Just completed the run for June 6th, 2019. So 4 days out the way, man. One more day to go. So yeah, man. We in there figuring it out. Got an hour plus in, 60 to 65 minutes in. The route we ran from the house to a little bit past my high school and almost all the way down to where I went to. I think I ended up going to like a daycare around that place, around that area. So, good little strong run, man. It was raining a little bit, so definitely got muddied up a little bit, but it ain't nothing. Ain't nothing a little shower can't knock off, a little water can't knock off. So yeah, being in condition, man. So we at game 3 of the finals, right? And so we're talking about the condition. And so, I asked my brother, I was like, hey man, I'm not used to seeing, this is piggybacking on what we talked about yesterday and Tuesday. So I was like, I'm not seeing, what do you think the issue is? What do you think the issue is? Are the players, are they well conditioned? Are they in condition? Why are there so many injuries? I just don't remember there being so many injuries. Like I said yesterday, we were watching Jordan, we were watching Reggie Miller, and that era. Kobe in them for that matter. Chris Webber in them for that matter. Shaq in them. And he told me, it was interesting. He said it's not really the conditioning, man. He said he said that they were getting overworked. And it's always good to get different opinions on that. So he said he's getting overworked, or the players are getting overworked, and that's the reason why they're in the situation they're in where they're injured. And I said, well, in my head, I didn't want to straight up. I considered it. It's hard for me to say that, because I got evidence that Jordan played 82 games. Guys like that played 82 games, 40 minutes. And not just 82, they played 16 more, in the finals, so which makes almost 100 games. But he ended up playing 98 games for sure. They at least had to play 98 games due to these series. So they probably played a good 100 games by the time they were finished with the season. And they played the whole playoffs to go with that. And I think Jordan, Pippen, most of those guys did it for about 10 years. So, it's always good to get a different perspective. Maybe he's talking about with the practices, and maybe he's talking about with the other stresses that are put on the player, because Jordan and them definitely could focus strictly on basketball without as many distractions. Of course, they had distractions because they had the media and the hoopla around them and who they were, just being athletes in general, high paid athletes. But these days, the players are getting paid more, the stress is more, there's more social media, there's more distractions, bottom line. So maybe that has to do with the overwork. Maybe the stress, you got to tie everything in, maybe. Not really sure. But I would agree to disagree on that. I really think that these players aren't conditioned. I see them running on treadmills when they probably need to be doing road work. I would have them doing road work instead of being on the treadmill so much. Because what I see is people trying to do something that they're not prepared to do. That's what I'm seeing with my eyes. Their bodies are not prepared to do it. Their minds can do it, but their bodies aren't necessarily prepared. And we got to also take into account that the guys that are hurt aren't youngsters. Like the guys that are hurt are in their 30s. early 30s. You know, they're at that age where injuries are going to come up. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that it's always good to get an opinion, another opinion. Don't just say one thing. And see now, so we got these two opinions. That makes it interesting. We're going to do some research and see, and we're going to compare some numbers and kind of see if we can find a gap, if we can find a reason why there's a disparity between the injuries now and how it was back then. How it seemed like there weren't any injuries. So we'll talk about it, man. It's good investigative work. Just One Baby Fitness and Training. Hey, y'all, always get the empirical evidence. Always get empirical data. Don't just spew out your opinion all the time. Just One Baby Fitness and Training.